Hi, my name is Fahima Naidu. I'm 26 years old and I've been with Dave for 6 months. So my goal when I started with Dave was to put on weight. I think most females come to him looking to lose weight, but mine was the opposite. I was 44 kilos when I joined, and on my questionnaire I stated I want to be 50 kgs at the end of my journey. So Dave worked around that and he provided my meal plans. And at the start, I think my first week, I messaged and I asked Dave, would you not be able to put me on a mass gainer so that I can build weight, pick up weight faster, because that has always been a struggle for me. And he says, no, never. He asked me to trust his process, and that's exactly what I did. And 6 months later, I'm here, 50 kgs. Now, sometimes in the mornings when I wake up, I can't believe that I'm 50 kilos. It's actually so emotional for me because it was something very hard for me to do. And there are tears in my eyes because I am very emotional about it. Sorry.
That's okay. It's totally okay. Don't worry.
So my life before Dave pretty much sucked. I was with another coach and I had meals that were repeated like 5 times a day. So I was eating the same meals maybe like 15 times in a week. It got to a point where I was feeling sick and the thought of eating my next meal was making me feel disgusted. I skipped meals. I would starve myself just so that I didn't have to eat that chicken and rice again, or just not to eat that egg whites again. So I wasn't happy at all. I used to train 6 times a week, did cardio 4 times a week, 30-minute sessions. My training, I kind of enjoyed it, but then it's because I was not well nutrition and I was under eating. It got to a point where I was so fatigued and tired and I wasn't performing at gym. I would lift really light weights, and as soon as I got to gym, I would just wait to leave. My sessions weren't exciting anymore. I gymmed because I needed to and not because I wanted to. It got to a point where I just started hating my fitness journey and I wanted to quit gym. I wasn't happy at all. Also, my eating was very bad. I starved a lot, and then on the weekends, especially on a Saturday, I would have a very small breakfast and then I would not eat the whole day, and we would go out for dinner at night and I would order like burger, chips, milkshake, and then have a big dessert after. Then I felt so guilty for doing that afterwards. The next morning, I would not eat breakfast and I would go to the gym and run on the treadmill. And then on Sunday, I would not eat the whole day. I would just eat maybe 2 small meals which didn't have any carbs. And then come Monday, start my boring diet again. And on Monday, I'm wishing for the next cheat meal. So I had a very unhealthy relationship with food, and in turn, that affected my performance at the gym. Everything about my journey with Dave was amazing. I enjoyed my meal plans, I enjoyed the workout plan, and Dave's ongoing support. I would message on weekends and he would answer me. I didn't have to wait a whole week or even a day for Dave to respond. I would get immediate responses, and even no matter how silly my questions were, he would answer them. Even if I was unhappy about something in my meal plan, or if I was tired of eating something, he would go out of his way to change it for me. I would just send a screenshot of my meal and he would provide a substitute immediately. He was very helpful and supportive throughout the 6 months. There were times when I didn't need to message Dave because I was doing fine, but he messaged me to check how I was doing, which I thought was amazing because there's not many coaches out there who would do that. Most of them would just give you your meal plan and your workout plan and they're not worried about you after that. Dave also, on his meal plan and exercise plan, he would put notes at the bottom. He would tell you how to prepare your meals, also stating how you should go about executing your workouts, the kind of weight you should be using, which I thought was really helpful, and it was so thoughtful for him to do that. And my performance in the gym throughout my 6 months with Dave, it improved drastically. From hip thrusting 10 kilos and before I joined Dave, now I'm hip thrusting almost double my body weight. So my strength really improved. I can't even believe it. So to all the ladies out there that have a coach where they are being uncared for, neglected, and if they're repeating the meals throughout the week, throughout the month, having chicken and broccoli every day, and then you binging in the weekends and you're not seeing results, it's such an unhealthy place to be at. I was there. I think you should quit your coach and reach out to someone who truly has your best interest and someone that's willing to help. From the bottom of my heart, I just like to thank Dave for everything that he has done for me. I was in a really bad place with my relationship with food and my training. I was so weak. And when I reached out to Dave, everything just changed. My life was so much better. I was able to have a social life on weekends. I didn't feel guilty for eating something out of my diet. I'm just in a very happy place. And for that, I'll always be grateful to Dave.
Okay guys, as you can see with Fahima, I wanted to get her in here because it is such a different transformation. You know, you see a lot of emphasis on losing weight, and girls that always want to be at like the most minimum weight ever, which doesn't make so much sense to me. But in terms of Fahima's case, you know, she wanted to pick up weight. It's been extremely emotional for her to always be underweight. And you know, when she came to me, I'm going to say this because it really is infuriating me more and more. The coach she came from, I saw the plan. It was completely and utterly garbage, generic copy paste. You know, to make a girl who wants to pick up weight, be in 1,000 calories, train 6 times a day in the gym and do about 4 cardio sessions. You know, this girl was desperate for help, and that coach did absolutely nothing but put her in a more desperate position. So guys, you know, I know there's a lot of craze about online training these days, but please make sure you get the correct online trainer, because they'll either make you or break you. And I promise you, I've seen it time and time again. And you know, such a wonderful girl who needed the correct help, and the correct help just made her become such a better version of herself. And that's why, you know, I'm involved in this, because it is so rewarding to see someone get up here and get so emotional by me assisting them. But you know, I don't want to take credit for it, because Fahima trusted me completely. You know, every month when we increased her food slightly, she accepted it. She put her head down and she got all those meals in. You know, she gave suggestions what she wanted to eat, and I made that for her. So it was, you know, an enjoyable process for her. You know, there's nothing worse than when you want to change your life, but you hate the way that you're going about it. So ladies, if you're in a rough position with your training and with your nutrition, you know, find the correct help. Fahima, she's put on weight, which is what she's wanted to do for a number of years. She's gotten incredibly strong. I mean, to go from a 10 kg barbell hip thrust to almost double her body weight, it's unreal. And you know, the tools are out there to help you. You just need to find the correct tools. Ladies, I know in particular for you, your bodies can be a very emotional state, and sometimes it feels like you want to give up and there's just no solution. But you know, Fahima's proved that she's been through a lot of years of struggling, and eventually she found the solution that worked for her, and has completely changed her. You know, you saw how emotional she got about it. So, you know, I know some of you are desperate, and I know some of you are, you know, willing, almost on the edge of giving up. But my plea to you is to please just try a little bit more. You know, hold yourself accountable, because you never know what a transformation could do for you in terms of, you know, your body image, your relationship with food. Just, you know, there's a host of positive variables that could come into your life if you just try a little bit harder and get that correct help for yourself.